everybody, welcome back to So Making It Up. I'm Jane.
And I'm Ashley.
And we've got a bit of a mixture going on this week.
We have a very random mixture
Yeah, just for a
of
change.
stuff that we brought and we don't know why. Stuff we've made and we don't know why.
Mm.
So yeah, it's been a bit of an odd one, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has this week, but well, we've got stuff to show. I think, well, I was just about to say, I think all of ours are a bit odd, if I'm honest, but...
Yeah, well, I was so excited about my fabric buying, and then when it came, I was a bit like, what did I buy that for?
We'll do. So, one of us hasn't put anything on that she's made today, unless you're going to claim this as one of your outfits, which you probably could. No one's going to know the difference.
No, this is I think Zara, just a toppy thing. But I might try and replicate this because it's quite nice and baggy and comfy.
Yeah.
And hides a multitude of sins. So I might try and replicate it with maybe some camo fabric or some fur.
You look like, I'm trying to think, there's a blue monster in Monsters Inc.
No, Sully. That's what I look like.
Sully?
I look like Sully, yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. We don't want to peek too soon to be on this one.
Or that snowman out of that I want to build a snowman thing. Hasn't that got that sort of colour?
Frozen.
Yeah, that. Hasn't that got that sort of colour on it?
No. No, I think it's her cape that's actually the colour. Anna's cape is that colour. You can make a cape. Anyway, right, so I am wearing the So House 7.
So help me God.
So help me God, I'm going to have to cut most of this video.
I think you have that in there.
It's going to take hours to edit, I can just tell. So I am wearing the So House 7. Don't, because my eyes go and then I start crying and it takes forever. I'm the one that gets the giggles. What is wrong with you today?
I'm going to always call it the So Help Me God now.
Alright, try again. I'm wearing the So House 7 toaster. Someone's just got the giggles. I'm going to carry on. I'm just going to carry on.
Giggling.
Good, serves you right. And I have made this from some reversible fabric, which is that sort of velour, and it's a chenille type cord. I'm not sure how much that is coming across, and it is from, this is encroaching into my fabric haul bit, but it's from First For Fabrics, and I'm not sure.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Me neither. No, and it's really thick. You can sort of see how thick it is from there. It's got some stretch. It washes really well. It sews up really well. It's really nice and warm, and this is really, really soft. And I'm actually very impressed with this. And it wasn't that expensive either. The toaster top sews up quite quickly, and I'll stand up. So all I've done is like contrast waistband, obviously cuffs, neckline. I was debating whether to do it all in the pink or all in the burgundy, but I went sort of contrast. They do it in a navy blue as well, and I might get that one next because for this time of year it's perfect. So in our last video, someone was referencing me sitting in a blanket. This actually does feel like you're sitting in a blanket. It's really, really nice to wear.
I think that would make a really nice jacket, you know, like a little short sort of jacket that you'd wear with jeans.
Yeah, well, in the last video I'd bought that wool fabric from Fab Works, where I was planning to make a cardigan, and I haven't.
A long cardigan.
Yeah, mainly because I couldn't decide which one to make, and I don't have enough fabric to make a long version. So I was thinking of top and tailing it with a contrast or denim or something to make it into a long cardigan coat thing, which is why I haven't done it. But you could get a couple of meters of this.
I think that would
you don't need to line it.
No, I quite like the idea of that for like a long coat sort of thing.
It'd be nice and warm because it's nice and thick, and it would hang really well.
Does look very nice. And was it expensive?
No, I bought 1.5 meters of this. It's quite wide. It's at least 150 wide, and I think it was something like £17.
A metre.
No,
Oh, for the
a
two?
metre and a half. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you
So-
know what would make nice cushions as well, even,
It
wouldn't it?
would. I was thinking it'd make a nice bag because it's got the weight, and again you wouldn't have to line it with a slouchy bag. So the slouchy bag that you wanted to make.
Yeah, but you could have this. See, I like the pink colour, and then you could have those big chunky rings on it,
Yes.
and do some leather handles.
Yes. Yeah. So there are lots of opportunities with that one. So I do recommend that. Shall I do my next make?
Yeah.
Okay. My next make is not very exciting. Is as in it's another Sew House 7 toaster, and I'll put a picture of this probably on the tailor's dummy. This fabric is a stretch knit fabric. Just get it to, I don't know if it's going to focus. Focus, come on. There you go. So again, I bought 2 meters of this. I'm not quite sure why, because I only needed a metre and a half.
You did a me.
Yeah.
Does this take a metre and a half, this pattern?
It does. I actually think it takes a bit less because it's one of those patterns where regardless of the sizing, it's almost like a standard metre and a half, and I always end up with a bit over. So again, it's nice to sew up. It feels nice.
Feels lovely.
Yeah, it's got nice stretch to it. It hangs really nicely. The only thing I would say with this is that, and I've washed it and it washes fine, is that it snags.
No, and when I put my hand in there, I've got a bit of a, when you get bits of dry skin around your fingers sometimes.
It catches.
Yeah, I can feel it catching.
Yes, I know. So it's going to be one of those that I think I'll wear, but I'll be wearing it carefully, not going near anything that can scratch me.
And I think you can dress that up as well.
Yeah, I mean I had a gap in my wardrobe with like jumpers that weren't knitted jumpers, so I solved that solution because
I don't believe she's got any gaps in her wardrobe. I don't actually think she's got any more room in her wardrobe because of everything she's made.
I've got gaps. We're in a transitional season. I've got gaps. I'm sewing to close the gaps in my transitional wardrobe. See, and the key point there is I'm sewing. Yes. The other thing I've made that I can't show, but I'm going to put a picture here, is dog storage. So I finished off making some dog stuff for a friend, and I made some dog storage so that it goes on the back of the door. It will make a lot more sense when you see the picture.
And it's really nice.
It's
nice.
a Debbie Shaw pattern, so I will put some details down here. If you haven't come across Debbie Shaw before, I've been actively stalking her for years, to be honest.
We actually saw her, didn't we, at a show, a knitting and stitching show.
Lovely. Yeah,
she stood there. I think you need to put some little hearts going up the screen on this part.
I will.
Some features.
Yeah, I will. She's absolutely lovely, and she does mainly homeware stuff. And she's got loads of books out. She's got loads of, I want to say DVDs. It's not DVDs. It's ones you play on the computer. And
she's got a lot of patterns, hasn't she? As well. I think I've made a tote bag of hers before, and I'm just starting out.
Yes, and the swing cardigan.
Yeah,
waterfall cardigan. Yeah, so she's brilliant for house stuff, and the patterns and the instructions are always really, really clear. So I'll include details here and in the description of the video. And
so I did make something.
Did you?
Yes.
She actually made something.
I did make something. I made another cushion. So you might remember last time I made the cushion with this.
Can we play like spot the difference then?
Yeah, because this is last time's one with the big pom-poms. And this is the next one with the smaller pom-poms. Now these are meant to be medium pom-poms. They look quite small to me.
They do, I think, yeah.
But they're not like the really teeny tiny ones.
No,
so
true.
So this was the remnant that I talked about from that I got from John Lewis, and so I managed to squeeze 3 cushion covers out of it in the end. I was going to do just the face, the front bit with the fabric. But the contrasting fabric that I had, I was a bit like, I'm not sure if it goes or not. So I decided, I just did some creative cutting for the back, and I managed to get 3 cushions. So I've got 2 small and 1 big. But I have to say, I don't know what anyone else thinks, I like the big pom-poms better.
On cushions, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think big pom-poms are better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have made something, and I'm trying to think of what else I made. I did a trial dog treat bag. I got very frustrated with for some reason. I don't know why. Sometimes it's the small things that I end up just getting really in a muddle about, and I don't know why that is. So I did do a prototype, and I've ordered some bits and pieces to make some dog treat bags with.
So you'll be showing those next week?
I don't think I'll be showing anything next week because I'm actually going away for a few days, and unless I take the sewing machine.
Whoa. Back up. Going away for a few days where?
To the beach. You know where I'm going.
I want you to tell everybody.
I'm going to the beach. I'm going to Dorset for a few days. I think it actually might be raining, but...
Good. You can stay inside and sew then, can't you?
So I'm probably not going to have anything to show next week, but I have ordered lots of fabric on the demands of Mrs. here. So shall I, while I'm talking, go through my fabric that I've got? Or do you want to do yours? Actually, you do yours first, because I have nicked one of your fabrics.
No. All I was going to say is that before we move on from our makes, is that we did close down an issue that you had last week with a top that you'd made and didn't know what to do with. So I have done something with it.
Come to the rescue, I think, with the top.
Yeah. So I will put a picture in here. If people can read what is on it, please don't be offended. It's a Halloween jokey thing. It's not meant to be offensive, even though it probably reads that way. But she won't wear it. I don't know why.
And if anyone wants it, then please comment. No, we think there's a couple of people that might appreciate it. So it's, yeah, I probably won't wear it. Well, I made the top out of well, Jane just told me that I'd sewed it all up the wrong way. So what would you call that?
It's viscose jersey. So it is quite thin. It's lovely and soft, but it's very thin and very shifty. So it can be a little bit of a pain.
And I'd got it to make some t-shirts with, and I sewed it up when I wasn't in the mood for sewing, and it wasn't right. So yeah, you've done a very good job though with it. I'm very impressed. Just not quite sure it's me. I'm not sure what she was getting at anyway with the message on there.
Right, now let's do fabric.
Well, let's do snap with this one,
All right,
because
then.
you got me onto this one. So we both have this. Ta-da! One of us has a sensible amount by the look of it.
I've got a metre.
And I've got 2 meters, and I really don't know why.
And I know what I'm going to do in mine.
I don't know what I'm going to do with mine. No idea.
So this is a cotton jersey. It's from First for Fabrics again. I don't know. Yeah, it's coming up quite true to colour on the screen.
Yeah, I think it is. It's a lovely colour.
Nice. It feels nice. Have you washed yours?
No, I only got mine today.
It came today, yeah. So when you wash it as well, it softens up a bit. So yeah, it is nice. So this is going to be a top for my son, and I'll probably do like black ribbing or something round the neck. So yeah, I've got plans for this.
Yeah, I really don't know what to make, because I showed it to my son and said would he like something, and he informed me that something I didn't know, which is he doesn't like camo. Even though he does wear camo, he doesn't like it. Maybe he just doesn't like my camo.
I was going to say, I don't think he likes your camo actually. Too polite to say.
No, I really don't know what to do with it. I shall have to be creative. Don't know. Maybe some leggings.
You're going to wear those next week?
No.
Wear them with your monsters.
With my Sully outfit.
Please.
let's show the Sully outfit while we're talking about it. So I've also bought from First Four Fabrics this as well, which is a is that, can you see that? Again, I don't really know what it is. The other side is sort of just flat, but the one side is fluffy. And I saw it on there, and it wasn't very expensive. I think these 3 things were like £45, so it wasn't too expensive. I've got 2 meters of this, and it all seemed like a good idea at the time. And then I got it today, and I was like, what did I buy that for? So I am thinking I might make my daughter a big slouchy hoodie. And what I might do is I might line it with the fluff, so you've got the fluff on one side, and then you've got the lining is fluffy as well. Because I've been seeing some clips, I mentioned it the other day about these things called oodies, and I was thinking, well, actually, I could make a double-sided sort of comfy thing, or we talked about I could just make a blanket out of it.
Because it's lovely. It's a nice colour, and it looks nice on that side. So yeah, it would look nice as a normal sort of hoodie with the, like you say, all the fur inside.
Or I might just make a I might make for me as well a I think it's the Linden tea. Linden tea. I think it's Merchant Mills, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
I will put it.
Yeah,
here
I think it's Merchant Mills. I might make that for me. So I might just make a fur type one for me, and maybe do something a bit different with it. Maybe put like a cord in it or something, because I would wear it, and it is nice and soft. But I'm not sure what possessed me to get 2 meters of the stuff. But anyway, and then the last thing I got is some pink needle cord. So it's just very fine. I got 1 meter of this, thank goodness, and I was thinking that I'd quite like to make like a tote bag and put it together with the grey camo, because I think that might look quite nice. I might make a big slouchy bag and just have this as the base. So yeah, and I have ordered some other fabric from Draper's Daughter. I've ordered some Nanny Eero fabric, which I'll show next time because it should be here in the next day or so. And I ordered a remnant of some Nanny Eero, which is like yellow. So I was thinking with the yellow I might make some sort of t-shirty top with it, mix it up with some black or something, and probably message Jane halfway through and say, I don't know what I'm doing. That's me.
And I think I've got one more.
You've got Jingle Bells fabric.
Yeah. So this is Stoff of Denmark fabric. They do a whole range. Yeah. Again, from First Four Fabrics. This feels lovely.
It does.
Yeah.
They had a stall, didn't they, at the knitting and stitching show, and they have some really good. They call it vegan leather.
Yeah.
I got a bit obsessed with for a while, which is almost like on a wallpaper roll, and it's thick and go in the washing machine. You can iron it and you sew it on. So you use the sewing machine, sew it on. So yeah, that's nice. What are you going to make with it?
This is going to be a top for my daughter, a pyjama top for my daughter, and I'm going to cry cut something down the sleeves. I was like, oh, I can make this pyjama top and I can do this and I can do this, and she's like, no, Mum. I'm like, well, can I do this? And she's like, no, Mum. In the end, we bargained, and she's like, I'll have something on the sleeve. And I was like,
so you're forcing her?
Yeah.
Forcing her to wear?
Totally. I mean,
the Bambi fabric, and you're going to put some sort of cool slogan down the side of it.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Basically, that's what kids were for, right? Yeah. And just to feed your sewing obsession. No, is that just me? It's only because yours are old enough to fight back. Mine aren't at that stage yet.
They will be soon. They will
I need to get in while I can then.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, boys usually will just be like, okay, because mummy's made it. Girls, forget it. So I'm not wearing that.
I know, well, the only reason I'm getting away with it, because if it was black, she'd wear it everywhere. But because it's not, she'll wear it for pyjamas.
Maybe do black cry cut writing down it. Might look nice.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We'll have another debate around what to put on it.
And I had bought, and I forgot to bring it, I had bought some new sheets for us to do some cry cut with, so we'll show them next time.
That's a bit addictive, isn't it? Playing with your cry cut cricket.
No, well, I'm still debating whether to get one or not. I was watching a YouTube video the other day with a lady who had something like 27,000 views or something on this cry cut video, and they actually call it cricket, but I don't know whether Americans call it cricket.
I think it is probably supposed to be called cricket because it's got the little antennae on the C, but my brain just won't do that. My brain looks at the writing and goes, it's cry cut, but I think it is supposed to be cricket.
Yeah, cricket as in, but it makes more sense for it to be called cry cut because it's cutting. But anyway, so yeah, I was watching some videos because I'm sort of, I half want one, and then I don't like having things I'm not going to use, and I think it
doesn't extend to your fabric stash though.
No, but my fabric stash isn't that bad compared to other people's. So, and I'm looking at it there.
This is like
reams and reams of it.
It's not, it's leftovers from stuff I've used, and now I don't know what to do with it.
It's not all leftovers there. I can see stuff that you've bought when we've been together that you were going to make things with. The Chanel coat and the Chanel jacket, and
still am.
Actually, you know what's coming up? Coat season. Last year we went a bit mad with coat seasons. One went madder than the other, obviously. And but yeah, we got obsessed with, what were those? The cocoon coats, wasn't it? Last year.
So over it, cocoon coat. The
actually,
Sapporo coat.
That could be a cocoon coat if I lined it.
No, you really would look like Sully. I still haven't made the closet core Jessica jacket. I've had that cut out, that pattern cut out for like months, probably a year.
So I think you should challenge yourself.
Do you
get that done for next week?
Do you really? Not a chance. How
Why
about you
not?
challenging yourself with trying to top up the towel in the wind?
Try not to get wet on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why aren't you making it then? You're scared of it, aren't you? See, that's how I feel every time I need to make a pumpkin or a treat bag thing or something. And she says, well, just make it. Why haven't you made it?
Just do it. Well, I've got a week off next week, so
Yeah, face your fears. I think you should make it.
Well, I've got to decorate in here.
Well, you can do lots of things with a week
I
off.
can do like loads of makes, make a jacket, decorate my office.
Yeah, definitely. So, you're going to do that next week.
Yes.
I'm going to go to the beach. I will have a look at the weather again. If the weather looks bad, then I might take the sewing machine with me. And
But don't put yourself out on our behalf.
I'll try.
They only tune in to actually see what you've made, and every week it's like, well, I would have done, but you know, I've been at the beach.
But you're making up for the pair of us.
That's not the point. They've got high expectations.
You don't mind, do you? The lady said the other day she didn't mind that I'd not made anything.
She lied.
She didn't lie.
She did. She lied.
She didn't. You can comment back. The lady that commented last time, you didn't lie. You didn't mind that we didn't have a fabric stash or that I hadn't made anything. I think I'm making that bit up.
You are. You think people tune in for your winning personality, don't you? Perhaps they do. Perhaps you don't need to do anything. I have to work hard. To keep at my end, to keep at my side.
Oh, stop it. Because I'll just end up, this is what happened with that top. You were giving me grief about not making anything, and I was just like, right, I'm going to make a top. And then I'd got halfway through it and thought, oh, I don't like it. Why am I even making it? And then she still made herself finish it. Wouldn't let me just put it in the bin or get rid of it. I had to bring it, and then she put those words on it. Have a good week, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.